What's up, it's Red, and today I'm going to talk about why I think that Die Rise was better than Mob of the Dead.
You think that Die Rise is better than Mob of the Dead? Dislike, unsub.
It's really a close call. I mean, I really do like Mob of the Dead. I just think that Die Rise was a little bit more fun. And let me go into detail of why I think that. First, let's start off by saying that Afterlife is nowhere near as good as Who's Who. I mean, you might argue differently because you get a new Afterlife every round and you don't have to buy it. But I liked Who's Who better just because if you revived yourself, you got all your perks back. In this map, you cannot get any of your perks back if you get down. Like, what? We're so used to getting our perks back when we've gotten down. This is the first map that hasn't let us get our perks back since Call of the Dead. I mean, think about it. Shangri-La, you had the Easter egg where somebody could be Superman when they got the rock. Then you had Moon, where everyone got to be Superman when they got the rock. Or whatever you did in Moon. Moon was such a tough Easter egg. Towards the end, I always screwed up, and man, it was so frustrating. I was so happy when I got it. Moon, man, I love Moon. I gotta go play me some Moon. Alright, now that I'm back from playing Moon, hey, by the way, if you really, really want to get frustrated while playing Moon, just go into the game, try and get a Pack-a-Punch and Jug before you teleport. That is so frustrating. I've gotten so close to doing it before. I've gotten to like 4,500 points with Jug, and I was just about ready to pack a punch, and I went down because I got like a whole bunch of hits at one time, which I don't know how it happened. But anyway, that was one of the things I liked about Moon. You could teleport and go somewhere, pack a punch, and come back. Guess what they did in this map? They did that, and I like that, but I don't know. I just think it takes too much to go have to build the plane, you know, grab all the gas cans and teleport. That's why I like maps like Ascension, Der Riese, Die Rise, maps where you could just go up to the Pack-a-Punch, whoa, Pack-a-Punch, and then, you know, you get your gun and you go about your day while you're still in the map. You don't have to go anywhere. Like I said, I think they did a better job with it in Moon, and I know I'm kind of comparing this map a lot to Moon, because this map is a lot like Moon. It's a lot like Moon, it's a lot like Call of the Dead, it's a lot like Die Rise, Transit, every map really. There's a little bit of every map in this, and like every map, this map is easy. It's not as easy as some maps, it's definitely a lot harder than a lot because there is no PhD, as we all know, which is kind of sad. And like I've said before, I think they need to find a healthy way to make it difficult. And the Warden, the Guard, the Brutus, whatever you want to call him, the big guy who runs around and hits you, he's no match. He's nothing. Like, at first I'm like, I don't really like this guy. He's kind of annoying. Nothing. You shoot him 4 times with a ray gun on like round 18. He's done. He's no big deal. He's not really a challenge at all. So I don't know what they could do to make it a little bit more hard. But I do like how this map isn't super open. I don't think it should be super open, but I don't think it should be like tiny, closed off, kind of like Varrock or Shangri-La. I know people are like, oh, it's Varrooked, or it's I don't even know. I say Varrock. You guys know that, so get at me, huh? Yeah, get at me. It's Varrock. So say it like that because I say it right, even though it's not right. What else is good about this map? Oh, I know, Electric Cherry. Electric Cherry. Basically, the easiest way to explain it is it's like a really nerfed form of PhD. You get backed up in the corner, it shocks all the zombies around you, and the radius of it isn't very big, but it's enough to help you out every now and then. It doesn't help me in the end of this game. I end up getting to round 32, which is my record, so I think that 32 isn't bad. I probably could have gone further if I didn't screw up. Another great perk that they brought back was Deadshot. Deadshot, I don't use it really that much because I think that the Jug, Speed Cola, and Double Tap, and of course Electric Cherry are all really good perks. And I'd like to get Deadshot, but I don't have room because you can only get 4 perks on this map, and maybe there's some glitch to get 5. Maybe you can do the Easter egg and get 5. I haven't really looked into anything like that, so tell me if you know that if there's a way to get 5 perks, because I'd like to get Deadshot as well. So Deadshot's pretty good. I noticed something back when I first played this map on the Tuesday it came out. I was playing and I just started thinking, hey, what are the 4 perks that they brought in Black Ops that were new to Black Ops? Alright, they were Stamina Up, PhD, Deadshot, and Mule Kick. So when we got into Black Ops 2, we noticed that the only one that they brought back was Stamina Up for Transit, right? Then when we got to Die Rise, we noticed that they brought back Mule Kick and got rid of Stamina Up. Then in this map, they got rid of both Stamina Up and Mule Kick and brought back Deadshot. I wonder what they're going to do in the next map. We're going to have to see about that one. So after all this rambling on about why I like Mob of the Dead, and why I like Die Rise, and why I like Moon, and all these different maps, you're probably wondering, why do you like Die Rise better if you're talking all this great stuff about Mob of the Dead? Well, it comes down to this. Die Rise was just so much more fun. It felt like you were always running around the map. You could run around the map somewhat well. This map, it's hard to run around the entire map. You have to zone down a section. Like right here, I like to run around the docks in this particular area at the bottom of the stairs. You can also run it around the cafeteria. I've done that several times too. It works just as well. And those are basically the two best spots to run as far as I've seen. I've never really tried a lot of other places, but those seem to work best. You can kind of run up where the workbench is if you have to, but the docks is probably the most open spot. You know, we had the boot room in Die Rise, which I think was a great addition to have if you want to use it, but you don't have to run around in there. You can say, hey, look, I was playing and I got to round 40 without running in the boot room or without running in the spot with the hole. You guys know what I'm talking about. I've talked about it before. You know, the room, like when you're right next to the B-23 and you jump down on the mattresses. Yeah, that big room right over there. You can make it as easy or as hard as you want, which I love. This map, they kind of force it to be a little bit more hard, and I like a good challenge. I love a good challenge. I love how it's a little more enclosed. The only thing about the map part of this is like it's too hard to get from like the prison to the docks. The only way you can really get there like fast is taking the gondola, and sometimes the gondola is not always there, so you're gonna have to take the long way down through the bottom, which is kind of painful sometimes, but you know how it is. I'm just glad they had the gondola. If they didn't have the gondola, this map would be horrible because it would take forever to run all the way back up and down there. So at least we have the gondola to buy. I do think that the gondola is a lot better than the elevators that we had from Die Rise, because the elevators, you never know where they were going. Whenever you got there, you didn't know where it was going to be. It could be up, it could be down, it could be right where you needed it to be to get up somewhere. So it was just a mess trying to use those elevators and escape when you needed to. The wonder weapons, those are a close call. I love the Sliquifier and I love the Blundergat, or the Vitriolic Withering, or whatever you want to call it. There's like 4 different forms of it. So I like the Blundergat. I like it a lot. I like how they tried to introduce the Awful Lawton back in the game, which I don't know why they didn't bring back the crossbow in the first place. But I really do like the new gun, and I love the Sliquifier. The Sliquifier was amazing. It's like the next best thing to the Thunder Gun or the Wunderwaffe. The final reason why I think that Die Rise is just a little bit better than this map is the buildable items. The Zombie Shield is the only buildable item they have in this, and it is nothing like the Trample Steam. The Trample Steam was the only buildable they had in Die Rise, and I think there's a good reason why it's the only buildable. It is awesome. There doesn't need to be more buildables, because that is just so good of a buildable. I can't even explain it. That was one of my favorite things that they introduced into that map. That could fling you across the map, which I really loved if you needed to get somewhere. It could fling the zombies. You could put it at a window so it would block off a window for a little while. I loved that Trample Steam, but all they did was bring back the Zombie Shield. It's the exact same thing as it was in Transit. It just has a little thing on it now, and I'm not saying the Zombie Shield's bad. I like to use it just for body armor. You know, it's just body armor to your back and your sides, which is very helpful. But they need to bring the Trample Steam back. They need to bring in some new ideas for different buildable items, because one of the things that I loved about Transit is that they had a lot of buildable items. Now, I know that some of them, like the zombie trap, the electric thing, and the turret, those things you had to use the turbine and place that right next to it, which was, it wasn't fun having to haul that turbine across the map just so you could get the stuff where you wanted it to be. And then the turret would, of course, take you out in one hit, which was never fun. But I just love having a lot of buildables. Buildables are something that they introduced into Black Ops 2 that I am in love with, and I think was a great creation for zombies in this game. That's about all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys tell me your opinions on which one you think is better in the comments. If you think that Die Rise is better, if you think that Mob of the Dead's better, if you think that Transit is the best. I don't think there's very many people that think that Transit was the best. But I do like the idea of Transit. I think I've said that before. I don't like how long it took for you to get around the map. I don't like the fire, the rats. You guys can watch my Black Ops 2 Zombie Sucks video. I know that's how a lot of people got here. You know, putting those catchy titles. I love putting the catchy titles in the title, because then you get a bunch of viewers, and you're a view whore. And you know, you get a lot of people to watch your videos, and it's a good tactic. All right, so it's cheap, I'll admit, but I make the YouTube monies. What's up? It's Red, and we're back with some brand new, amazing studio footage. Brand new Uprising DLC map pack. I should have some cheesy title like all these big YouTubers have, like